Hello, my name is John Guerra, and because of my last name starts with the letter G, I was assigned Chapter 11. And out of Chapter 11, I'm going to be discussing how to engage your audience attention. So, for some, it could be easy to engage your audience into your presentation, and for some, it could be really challenging for your audience to be involved into your speeches. And so, in today's world, professional speakers usually talk about topics that they had experience in the past, and so with that, they think that their content of knowledge is enough to sustain them through any informational speech, or think that the audience will listen to them and appreciate their information despite their delivery. But sometimes that's not the case. And so, with that, I'm going to be sharing a past experience that I had back in high school, where our principal thought it was a great idea to have a guest speaker come out and speak to us, and talk about his experience through life and how he came or overcame obstacles to be successful, and just share some of his knowledge with us, and so it might help us get through college and become whatever we want to become in the future. And so when he came out, he introduced himself. He talked about his goals, his things that he had accomplished in life, and how he became in the NBA as an NBA player. And so he talked about his childhood and how tough it was for his parents to provide for him, and stuff like that, and that he didn't grow up with a lot. And he talked about how in high school he kind of struggled academically, and how he wasn't the greatest athlete that came out of his high school. He wasn't the biggest, and so with that, he kind of shared that it was tough for him to be seen through from colleges, so he could get signed somewhere. And that's while he was speaking, I was kind of engaged into his speech. I was drawn because that's something I could relate to, and relate to his story where he grew up with a little, and his parents wasn't able to provide for him. And so I was able to connect with that, and so he kept going and talked about his goals in life and how he achieved his goals. And he brought out a slideshow, and when he brought out the slideshow, he brought out pictures of where he grew up and how he grew up, and how his house looked and how his parents looked, and all the things that he had as a child, and how he went through high school. And he just brought visual pictures to where I could really connect, because for me it's I need to be able to see and visualize what someone is talking about to be really connected and really involved into someone's speech. And so when he did that, it kind of helped me connect everything together, and really engage myself into his presentation. And so with that, my inference is that even though he didn't have experience really sharing his story or speaking in front of a group of kids or anybody in general, he knew that if he talked about something that could relate to his audience, that they would be engaged into what he's trying to talk about. And using pictures was a plus for him to really gain everybody's attention towards his presentation. And so what we can learn from that is that as we go through school, or we go through our jobs, and we have to do presentations in front of others, that if we bring graphs, charts, pictures, something that's going to draw our audience attention, that's going to help us really to engage our audience. And so with that, I would like to conclude that what we learn through the book of chapter 11, and how do we engage our audience, is that using graphs, pictures, something that we've gone through in the past, may not help us engage our audience, but the way we present it, the way we connect with our audience, is going to help us draw their attention. And so you may say, so what does that have to do with me? again, like if you go through school, you're gonna have to do presentations. You're gonna have to speak in front of your class, and if you use things that would connect your audience, it would help you and help them really connect what you're trying to talk about. And so with that, I just want to just say that thank you for listening to my video, and I hope you got something out of this, and just have a great day. Thank you.